the population of PWDs in the Philippines. It's about 1.5 million people. So because in social media, we can also do social good, and let's not leave anyone behind. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, now we move to the questions from our judges. We have our first question from Ms. Annalyn.
7 minutes.
The platforms you mentioned that you will use are basically free, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. But at the same time, you said that you will be able to raise funds from corporations and
Yes.
all that stuff.
Yes.
So, for example, if you're gonna win tonight, you will also have $5,000.
Yes.
So, what will you do with the money that you will raise?
The 5,000 would help us.
And the funds that you will raise for your sustainability. Yeah.
Thank you for the question. The 5,000, if you ever get lucky to win the prize, is our seed money, so we can move forward with the idea. Remember, like we're not promising that we're gonna create the next unicorn. We're not even like focusing on doing a mobile app. We already have the tools. We just want to make it simple. That's why we plan to do a mobile optimized website that you can view on your smartphone. And that's the easiest way for everyone, not only the PWD community, but for all of us. Like, there's probably, like, the majority of the Filipinos have already their smartphones. So also with partnering with companies, as I said, you can enforce a lot of companies. Like sometimes their industries may not allow them to hire people with disabilities, but they might be willing through their CSR program to fund it. Let's say we post a video of PWD showing a skill set, like how to become a call center agent, and other PWD could see that, but they don't have the money to be trained as such, and that's where we can come in through the platform, and we can just connect the corporation with money through their CSR program, and do a funding so like people with disabilities who want to be trained as call center agent could get a proper training. Sorry. Who? Who? We plan to create some of it ourselves, but we also plan to curate. It's not easy to create original content. Like Rappler would probably know it, that it's very difficult. But it's not hard to probably invite the community to start having user-generated content, and also there are also existing videos, because we're not grabbing them. We could embed them on a website, create a campaign if it talks about like a particular skill set, and that's how we plan to start the whole idea. Thank you.
For the content, we will be also doing the videos and sharing the success stories of the PWDs themselves. So through this, we can also raise awareness for everyone that they can be productive citizens of the society.
One question, one suggestion. There you go. One question, one suggestion. So how many is the core group, to follow up from what Ellen said, the core group now who would work on it?
On it.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, this is a hackathon, so right now we're like 4 people. Let me just introduce.
So this is really a start, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a group of people with different talents. Like the two of us are writer and also into social media and branding. Like Ed is the head of the ICT department, and we have a very good graphic artist at the back, the same as Ed. And then Eric.
And one of our members, he actually provided some of the pictures. He's from PWD Philippines, so it's an existing non-governmental organization. So we can easily tap in to get the resources. And the social media, and we have the creative team. We can easily pull this out.
And then I was just going to say, some of the things you said sounded like you want to get jobs for them, for PWDs, right? And a quick suggestion would be to just hook up with Paul Rivera from Caliber. So he already has a tech platform, and if you even ask for a small section of it, you can then do the stories that would still go out on Facebook, but at the same time be able to have an action point for it.
Thank you, Ms. Reza. And also for the content, we are going to partner with organizations related to PWDs. And they will be also, and we hope that they will be partnering us along this project. Yeah.
So just one last question would be more on the sustainability of the project. I mean, you will raise funds and you'll be given resources as well to start off. Will there be a point that you will be charging your anything for the use of the app, or for how do you plan to make, do you plan to take any revenue
To move
from the
forward.
project
Okay,
to sustain the
yes.
campaign?
Yes, of course, like we need a regular revenue stream. Like one of the things that we see, like if you drive traffic to it, probably get advertising revenues, but also probably if you partner with corporations, like CSR, maybe big companies, like Raptor or Glue, maybe just a percentage of whatever we get as funds, but we will never charge the community of PW. It's never part of the idea that we plan to do.
Okay, I think this project also will also heighten the awareness of those who are PWDs themselves, but are afraid of maybe looking for jobs because they think that they wouldn't be able to get the jobs that they need, they want, and also to also provide for their family.
Thank you very much. Team Ahon, giving universal access for our PWD. Affect the votes of our judges tonight. So you guys go vote, verify your emails, come back to us, and spread the love, spread the word. We are getting ready for our third team, ladies and gentlemen. Before we continue, I'd like to correct something. Our digital lead of Wyatt Philippines is Cheryl Winston Almendras, not Globe, okay? So, lead of Wyatt Philippines, okay, the digital lead. Okay, are we ready? Are you ready? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have our next Seth, Dexter, Liberty, Jomer, Raymond, Gabrielle. They are in the mix.
Good evening. Gay, fat gay, immoral, ugly gay. These were just some of the things that were thrown to me when I was in elementary and high school. It's as if I have no place in the world for me to be who I really was. Fast forward to now, give me a blowjob. Or, you're an HIV carrier. These are some of the things that were sent to my blog's Facebook page. Being a staunch LGBT rights advocate, as well as an HIV awareness blogger. And I can say that indeed, cyberbullying in the Philippines is alive and kicking. The game has shifted from face-to-face of giving of insults to cyberbullying. Here's the statistics, that's what's happening here in the Philippines with regards to cyberbullying. As you can see, 80% of Pinoy teens were cyberbullied in a 2015 study. It can be your sister, it can be your brother, it can be your child. And 7 out of 10 cyberbullied children experience trauma. And I can tell you, based from my experience, that I've been traumatized. I would like to commit suicide, but I didn't do that. I'm still here. I'm living a beautiful life, and 26 years of beautiful life living as a gay man. But what is cyberbullying? So cyberbullying, according to Bill Belsey, who is a cyberbullying expert, involves the use of information and communication technologies like social media, like Facebook, Instagram, blogs, and other things to support deliberate, repeated, and hostile behavior by an individual or group that is intended to harm others. But do you know what I have learned from all of the experiences that I had with bullies? It is turning my scars into stars. It is me knowing so much kindness from so much unkindness. But you know what? Human as we are, we have so much emotions. Emotions make us human. And at times, we are drawn to post our anger, our frustrations online because everybody is like doing it, right? But we understand that our emotion gets the best of us, the rest of us, and we understand that. But the freedom of online speech in the country without limit is a clear indication that our values as Filipinos and as netizens is actually slowly deteriorating. And in the spirit of what Digital Halo Halo Hackathon is all about, which is digital literacy, as well as the promotion of positive online engagement and discourse, our team, in the mix, we present to you Mirror. So this is an app, it's a portmanteau of words, me and error, and this will serve as a personal app that would rate what you post online does not lead to cyberbullying and at the same time cultivate intellectual discourse. So how can we help prevent this impending epidemic? As you can see here, this is statistics of cyberbullying statistics presented by Michael Nusitelli. In 2016, more than one half of minors were cyberbullied and almost half reported cyberbullying. More than one of three reported experiencing cyber threats. If society does nothing, year 2020 will announce cyberbullying as a digital epidemic. And that's true. And so how can we help? So right now, Facebook is giving us updates with regard to their security policies or whatnot. So they are filtering negative comments, photos, and everything. But of course, almost every day there are thousands and millions of reports that are given to Facebook. And here we are, and we believe that we can help Facebook in making it a safe social media site again. However, please be informed that our app is not a form of censorship. It's not a form of censorship. It is a form to proactively give netizens the power to change their behavior on a personal level. With this app, we are one with Facebook goal of making Facebook a safe place for social media. Also, with Rappler's No Place for Hate campaign, with Wyatt's value about treating each other with respect and dignity, with Accelerate's focus on harmoniously blending the power of people and space, and with Ellen Tardisilis' use of materials to strengthen democracy in the country. And I am speaking on behalf of those men. It can be your father, your brother, or your, yes, your brother or your father, who might be afraid of the trolls that might be giving to their loved ones. I'm speaking on behalf of the women, your mother, your sister, your girlfriend, who might get misogynistic remarks. I'm speaking on behalf of the LGBT community, that the word gay is not synonymous to being weak. And maybe, just maybe, with our project, which is the Mirror, we can all make a difference. And next to me is my group set who will be discussing how Mirror works.
Hi. So this is our initial vision for Mirror. It is similar to Grammarly. One difference is that it's a Facebook plugin that counts the positive number of words a user's posts and comments. So inside Facebook, you of course sign up. allowing Mirror to receive and view your public profile, comments, and posts. You will then be shown your personal dashboard where you see your number of positive words side by side the number of negative words, right? And if you like, you can also go into detail, statistical data of a representation of, let's say, the negative words, a trend, if different data sets, if you want that. Mirror can also highlight your your positive words. For example, this one is you see the words beautiful and love. They're highlighted in blue. On the flip side, negative words can be highlighted in red. And you're the only one who can see this. This is your personal view. A very good suggestion from our organizer and mentor is Mirror will be able to crowdsource these two set of words from the users, from social media users. So that way, we will keep an updated data sets that is more in alignment with how people communicate online, and in line with the times. So, Mirror will regularly send you notifications daily or weekly. You can set that. In this example, David, for example, here earned 2 thumbs up today for sharing 5 positive comments. Now, it's up to David to share this with his friends. If he chooses to do so on his timeline, David's friends will be able to see his personal milestone, achievement, if you will. And David's friends will be able to also sign up and use Mirror as well. The cycle continues. And I give the floor to Liberty to talk more about Mirror.
Who needs mirror? Mirror is needed by first parents so that they can police their children. Hindi na sila mahirapang mag-police sa children nila because kapag lumabas yung pati yung mga bata, I am a former teacher, so I know when you teach children to police themselves, they will grow up to be more responsible citizens of the country and of the world. Just imagine kung lahat ng bata okay, ganon, diba? Mas masaya kung ito. Better world, let's make a difference.
All right, unfortunately, that's all the time we have left for the presentation. But we do have time for our judges to question our team. Please do so. We have a microphone there. Ms. Ellen, do you have any question?
Yes, that's what we talked about yesterday. And we have curated words of what needs to be positive, what needs to be negative. It's just like Grammarly, wherein we have grammatical errors. So, as Seth mentioned a while ago, as per one of our mentors, that we have a database and people can actually suggest what they think is something negative, but of course it would be in the right context that we're going to add it in our database.
Where does truthfulness come in? How will that support the objective if there stars into stars? How will that be empowered? Come again, ma'am, your question, please. One, yes. Who determines what is negative or positive? And where does truthfulness come in? In other words, we can put, are you sure? Yes, of course, you cannot say that it is a godly thing. Of course not. So it will be designed by 3 web designers. We're very lucky to have 3 designers in our group. That's why, yeah, you web designs. And I am a web researcher and writer. So at least we know how we're going to work it out. Just give us time because this is not one flash in the pan thing. We have to really study about it, research what we can do. We cannot say right now that yes, this is going to be the best thing that will come to Facebook. But you have to give us time because this is something big. Okay? That maybe if you're going to ask us about sustainability, we won't even have a problem about it because Facebook itself might get you some login. Okay?
Yes, it's clear you guys had developers, so interesting the cause and the idea of what you did with it, right? So my questions are similar to Ellen, which has to do with natural language processing. Are you thinking machine learning? What about things like working with other groups, like Senti, for example, does Tagalog sentiment analysis, different dialects. I guess is that a lot to throw at you? I'm curious to see how you think about it.
Yes, that's a lot to throw at us, but definitely we'll not baby steps, but in stages. So initially, and this, I think if Facebook will help us, we'll have the machine learning, the things that would make this really fly fast. But initially, what we had was, we start with something simple, and everybody knows, at least a set of words that are um, uh, positive, yeah.
Facebook does have a filter already for the
Yes,
things that
they
they
do.
want.
Yes, they do. And it would be congruent with those sets, with those words. We start with those.
In Facebook, majority of the really serious threats don't go through the public mode. They go through the private messages, right? Like death threats, like this is it's half of the
Yes,
problem.
yes, that's only half of the problem. But most of the time, those who are posting on the walls are children, teenagers, because they don't really hold themselves responsible for what they say or what they write. So these are the children. These children are going to be parents of the future in the future. So if you police them now, they will have good moral standards. They can teach their children and their children's children. Can you imagine what a better Facebook world we can have? Well, like idealistic maybe, but who knows, right?
Harrison used to inspiration from Grammarly. One of the key features of Grammarly is that while you're still writing your composition,
Yes.
Grammarly already checks the grammar. Um, why haven't you adopted the same kind of technology or technique and where even before posting your art or your composition? Why didn't you decide to check?
Initially, we are going to connect via Facebook's Graph API, which are understandably, you read the recorded data, or the one that's already there. We're trying not to be intrusive at this point. I mean, that's probably possible, but that wasn't part of the plan, not in the last 2 days.
This this idea and this same problem have been encountered by a lot of forums since the 90s. For porn, for hate violence, for even posting serial numbers on softwares, right? And people always find ways, like adding a period after each character, or using ASCII text instead of the regular letter. So I'm just suggesting that I suppose there are already some sort of algorithm or AI in order to figure this out progressively because people always find ways to circumvent the natural dictionary filters.
Yes, totally agree. So that's where crowdsourcing would be very helpful. So the people who are going to do that, there will be another set of people going to help you combat that.
For the rating system, if I may suggest, instead of using charts and numbers, you may want to looking for specific or interest or very specific your target audience. Similar to how Rapper uses the mood meter, instead of showing the numbers, they show emotions.
Thank you very much.